Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. The day is finally here, guys. We get to log on to FC26 for the very first time today via the web app. What I want to do today is look over all the final details, how we can maximize our time on the web app today in starting this game, like making coins through some of the welcome backpacks and doing the first SBCs, maybe looking at objectives and even evolutions a little bit as well. It is exciting to finally be opening up this game today, guys. Also, we're going to take a look at some of the news and information that we learned from other streamers playing the game already. They showed us a lot of the menus and objectives and stuff that we might be able to complete on the web app to start today. We're going to talk about that as well towards the end of today's video. Guys, if you're excited to get on the FC26 and to start this grind, drop a thumbs up on the video, hype the video, and subscribe if you are new. I want to mention before we get into things today, I should be streaming the full version of the game myself around the content drop time today as well. I don't have a ton of specifics on that, but I should be able to stream it today once again. So if you want to see that, come by the YouTube channel here once again. The Twitch stream or the TikTok stream will be live on all three, getting into FC26 together. Now, let's talk about the web app, where this all starts today. Just to start, remember the key details that we discussed in our how to start the web app video from a couple of days ago. Make sure you have two-factor authentication enabled on your account, and also make sure that you have your account backup code screenshotted from your sign in, like your account settings in here. That's just a helpful thing, because if the servers go haywire today from being overloaded with requests, you're just going to have a lot easier of a time if there are some hiccups with the servers there. So two-factor and screenshot those backup codes. And also, when you're refreshing today, when we're hitting F5, refreshing the web pages to log in, make sure you check the URL, because you do not want to have the web app coming soon part there. You want to take that out when you're refreshing, or just Google the link as well and click on that and refresh it, so that you're not just stuck here on this screen even after the web app is up. And of course, that's the biggest question. When's the web app going to be going live? We expect either 30 minutes before the content drop or right at the content drop, it should be going live sometime within that 30-minute window. And then of course, some people will start to get in, and then, you know, every 10 to 15 minutes, more and more people will start to filter in, kind of a staggered release as EA open it all up. And hopefully the web app doesn't crash. Hopefully the servers don't crash today, but that is always a possibility. Now, when we log into the web app for the first time, we're going to see this. It's the starter league pick this year, not a starter nation. And as we've talked about, Premier League seems to be the obvious choice, but I don't know if Premier League actually gives you that much of an advantage. After seeing some of the objectives that are out there after streamers played the game yesterday, it doesn't look like you need a ton of English players right away, day one. There's no specific SBCs that even require English players. There is a English 66 SBC, which is the only SBC I think that's worth doing after the intro one. We'll talk about that. But I think Premier League's still the play here, just to get yourself started off right. But it doesn't matter what nation or what league really you take that much, because it's just going to give you starter players that you are going to end up putting into that intro SBC anyway. Now, after you take your league pack, you're going to also get a chance to take some picks or some kits and some badges, and these are once again leaked to be untradeable. We didn't get confirmation if they were untradeable in yesterday's streams. If they're tradable, just quick sell them and take the quick coins. That'll give you about 1,000 coins. If they're untradeable, just store them in your club and use them, which is a little unfortunate, but that was a way we got at least 1,000 coins to start things off in previous years. We'll wait and see how that pans out today. It's not that huge of a situation, but every little bit of coins matters. And that's why these welcome backpacks matter, guys. The small mixed players pack, the gold pack, and the 75 to 83 tradable packs that we have to start the game today as welcome backpacks are huge. This is how you get coins. Basically, you're going to have 0 coins until you open these packs, I do believe. You got to quick sell some stuff, guys. Like, keep the players, send those to the club, because that's going to help you with one of the SBCs that we need to do. But the consumables must be quick sold. The only thing I would tell you is you need to keep probably a couple consumables. You have to apply a chemistry style and apply one other consumable and one of the objectives that is in the foundation section. And that does give you a couple of decent packs or player picks and some coins, I believe. So I think that's something to keep in mind. But quick sell basically everything else, even if you think it might sell on the market. Like if you packed a Manchester United kit or a badge, I would still maybe quick sell it because there's not going to be a ton of people looking to buy those straight away. And that gives you the instant coins that you can go and do things like SBCs. Now, one thing I want to mention is we're opening packs today. Team of the Week 1 is going to be in packs. It's Wednesday. Team of the Week 1's dropping today. There's no leaks as of the time I'm recording this video right now about who's going to be in this Team of the Week. I'm sure there are going to be leaks. There always are. But that's just one thing to mention because if a Team of the Week card is in packs, the gold card is out of packs, and cards on the market right now in FC26 are crazy rare. But, you know, like if somebody like Barcola, you know, gets this in for him, his gold card's going to be out of packs and it may be super rare and super inflated in price. So you wouldn't want to try to buy that card off of the market. And there could be a scenario where a gold card for a player is low enough that it could be investable for a couple thousand coins and you could make some profit. Just be careful and look who's in the Team of the Week today. And best of luck if you pack a Team of the Week today from a welcome backpack. That would be insane. So GLs on that one. But after you open those welcome backpacks and get a few coins from quick selling items, it's all about this SBC. But before you do the England 66 SBC that is in the SBC section, you have to do the intro to SBCs, which is literally just going to take bronze, silver, and the 4 gold common cards that it gives you from your starter league pack. So you're going to turn in some of these players that are in your starting 11. That's okay. You can't play the game yet. You're on the web app. You don't even need a team, to be completely honest. But after you do that intro to SBCs, that's going to unlock a bunch of stuff, including this SBC, the England 66 Golden Generation. This is the closest thing we have to the advanced SBCs that we used to know as the League of Nations hybrid and stuff like that. Those are not in the game as of right now. And a lot of the other SBCs that we have talked about recently, like intro to challenge SBCs, intro to upgrade pack SBCs, the group reward for those SBC packs is a 2 gold players pack. Not worth it really whatsoever. Unless those rewards have changed in game, it looks like they're not very good. This one has good rewards though. You get a small Electrum players, small prime gold, and a gold players pack untradeable with a mega pack being the group reward. Now this does take a little bit of work, but this seems way easier than the other advanced SBCs. Like, look, the Wembley to Glory here says exactly 5 leagues, exactly 6 countries, 2 players from 1 club, maximum in the starting 11, 20 chemistry, and 80 overall. So I just went on Flippin here and I was like, I'm going to try to make this squad. And I made it up to, did I get the rating? Oh, my rating is too low. I'm at 79 rated, but I got 21 chemistry. The way to get this one done is to have 2 players from the same club, right? Which you can have maximum, it says here, max 2 from 1 club, and just basically get connections through those links. Like I've got 2 Monaco players, 2 Leverkusen, 2 Atletico Madrid, Lazio, and then I've got some Argentina League cards right here as well with 2 from the same club. But you just have to worry about the nations and the chemistry and the ratings. So I need to like get rid of one of these guys and get a higher rated card in here because it has to be an 80 rated squad. So as you can tell, I did that one without thinking too much. It's not that difficult to do, but since it's the early stages of the game and we're not going to have a lot of cards in our club, I do think this is going to get people going onto the market and buying cards. And what I would tell you is, as I just did this SBC here, looking at the links and the popular nations, people are always going to go for those top 9 popular nations like Brazil and France, Argentina, Germany, and Spain. So players from those clubs, especially in the top 5 leagues, are going to sell better because that's what people are going to default to as they go to do these SBCs. I don't know if there's going to be solutions on Footbin. I mean, these SBCs are out, but most prices on Footbin probably won't be loading right away, or if they are loading, it won't be super fast. Usually prices on any website are not loading super quickly. We'll just have to see how that starts today and how things go. But I don't think these are going to be super terrible. But if this doesn't cost more than 5K per squad to complete. I mean, 15K. I don't know how many people are going to have 15,000 coins from these welcome backpacks. That's going to be very difficult to obtain. But I think you could at least chip away at one of these SBCs and find yourself in a potential situation where you could get a couple of packs. Now, this is where the web app could be great today, guys. Objectives. Objectives is what gives you the opportunity to get more packs and to get more coins without playing the game. The problem with objectives, we're going to say it up front, is because it was a problem last year, though, is objectives were locked. Like on the web app, that little objective section was locked. It's probably going to be locked this year as well. Things are kind of pointing in that direction, and there is a way to get around it, and it's not a great way, but it is a way that allows you to make coins on the web app. Without objectives being unlocked, though, the web app grind is kind of cooked. You can still complete the objectives, I believe. You just can't claim the rewards from them, and that makes it a lot more difficult because you need the coins from the objectives. Now, what makes the objectives really good is this objective right here. Now, I'm showing the Ozio screenshot from him being on the stream yesterday. This is a really easy one to complete. Change club name, apply chem style, apply consumable, change formation. You can do that all on the web app. This is the one that's really good. In game of FC25, it's actually the exact same objective in FC26 as well. The transfer market mastery, buying players, listing players. This is where bronze pack method kicks in, because a lot of people are saying, oh, I can go buy 25 bronzes, 50 bronzes to get 1,500 coins twice. I can go and do that, right? Yeah, so people go buy bronzes on the market for 200 coins. You can open bronze packs and list up your bronze players for 200 coins and quick sell the rest of the items from the pack. Maybe keep the managers, maybe sell the managers if they're selling instantly, but they usually don't. Keep the managers in your club, quick sell the rest of that pack. You're going to profit off of bronze packs from selling those players. And once again, you're going to get coins from listing those players up from the bronze packs. As you open those, list the bronzes and sell them, it counts for the listing, and you're going to get your coins back and make profit from selling those bronze cards that people are buying off of the market. So that's where the potential is to make coins today from some of these objectives. But once again, if objectives are locked, I believe last year, this tweet from Rick confirmed this for me, but last year, the way you could actually claim your progress, if it is locked, is you have to use the Pale Tools extension. Now, I have never used Pale Tools. I am a Pale Tool free, all natural, as they say, all natty SBC grinder, because it is an extension. And last year in FC25, I don't know anybody that got banned for using Pale Tools, to be 100% honest, at least for those who did not use the market sniping features of it, which is where people get banned 100% of the time almost. But just for doing the SBCs and stuff, I don't think people got banned from this. However, it is an extension, so it's against the rules, which is why I don't do it personally. But last year, if you had Pale Tools, you could click the Claim All button on the objective section, and it would claim your coins and your packs and player picks that you earn from this part of the game. So I'm just mentioning that because I would hate for people to be stuck today on the web app if EA locked the objectives. They shouldn't be locked anyways, but it's very possible, like last year, that they are. So I wanted to mention that today. I cannot tell you how to download Pale Tools. It's very easy to figure out, I believe. There's YouTube tutorials about it, and I don't know if it's even going to be updated today, but I had to mention that, guys, because if the objectives are locked, and that's the only way we can progress on the web app, then I think it would maybe be worth trying to get some coins there so that you could do bronze pack method and that you could get into the game and actually, into the web app at least, and actually have some progress on the game today. Now, that's everything in objectives. I want to quick take a look at evolutions, actually, because allegedly in the game of FC26, there are some Academy Evos. I almost forgot what they're called for a second, but those are the evolutions where you put a player in and they have to just go through a certain amount of time and you can't use them. They're locked, and then they come out on the other end as a upgraded card. This is not an Academy Evo. This is the Evo that is in FC26, though, the Rising Guard. It's a repeatable defensive boosting Evo that does not boost your overall. Actually, kind of a decent one because it doesn't boost the overall. But allegedly, there's 2 training camp Evos, not Academy, training camp, that's what it is, that you can only, of course, implement players into those via the web app or the companion app. So watch out for those today. If you pack somebody that you want to evolve, I guess you could start one of those training camp Evos straight away and start it early. So that's kind of everything today for the web app. I think after you start doing the BPM, after you get into those objectives, if you do have the ability to claim those today, and after you do the SBC as well, after that, you're going to the market and you're going to start to try to find cards that are a little bit undervalued. If you have 6, 7, 8, maybe even 10,000 coins after doing BPM, it's possible that could work you up to 10 to 15 to 20K from doing that. And you could go into the market, continue to trade with bronze cards, or maybe start to try to trade with some gold, because I would expect a little bit. This is getting way out there, and it's not going to work for most people because you're going to need to get some coins for this. But I would expect a little bit of a market rise from when the web app opens to when New Zealand gets the game, and then a couple hours after that, because usually there's a bit of a market rise that happens then. So we'll be watching very closely for that to happen. Now, that's getting a bit too far into things. What I want to mention for the last part of the video right here and right now is the pre-order specifics. Of course, a lot of us who pre-ordered the game are like, Nate, when do I get my icon pack? When do I get my 2000 FC points and my Ultimate Edition Evo slot? From what we saw yesterday with the streamers getting on the game, they were logging into the console or the PC version of the game. They were getting their Evo slot and their FC points delivered. They were not getting the debut icon packs. That is these packs right here for our icons as a part of pre-ordering the Ultimate Edition before August 26th. All of these icons are going to be given out September 19th at 6 p.m. content time. So Friday at content, these icon packs will be given out. They will not be given out earlier than that, but this will create a madness, and it's going to be an absolute awesome situation. We'll be share playing these on stream. It'll be so fun to open these icon packs together with you guys, but that is not until Friday. If you're looking for that will not be dropping until then. And what I also want to mention is some of the more stuff that we saw from the streams yesterday. Just a few things that we're learning about FC26 before we even get into it, right? Ozio yesterday packed Pedri, max price range of 10,000 coins. Allegedly, Hugo Ekitike also has a max price range of 10,000 coins. So there's going to be mistakes with this, as there always is. But if you can find some of those players that are on the market that have a really low price range, and if you have 10 to 15K, it could be an investment opportunity. But then you're just waiting for the price range to be updated, which sometimes happens fast in the early game, sometimes doesn't. Also, we learned yesterday that Moments is in FC26 once again, and this is going to be one of the first things that I try to do today when I log into the game, is to get the 50K pack for 60 stars, because it is a 50K tradable pack. That is massive. That has massive potential at the very start of a game like right now. So when you guys log on to the game as well, we'll talk about this more in tomorrow's video and in Friday's video for sure too. Make sure you keep an eye out for those Moment stars, because you will need those to get yourself a 50K pack. And it's kind of a grindy way to get that pack, but it is 100% worth it. Last thing we noticed is that transfer players on the market sometimes have their old club. Javi Simons had a couple of Leipzig cards on the market. We saw Kolo Muani's with PSG. I know I'm using Spurs players as examples, but those are the two that I noticed specifically myself. And just watch out for those, because if you pack one or if you get one off the market, that could be easy coins, because oftentimes those cards are very rare and they do end up going extinct. Again, the main grind today for the web app is get on, pick your nation, your kits, open the welcome backpacks, try to mess around with some SBCs, and then objectives, guys. And then maybe it's back to SBCs after you do some objectives and you get some coins, you'll get some more players through those packs. Then you can feel a bit more comfortable getting a starting squad as you get very close to getting on to FC26, the actual game. But today, guys, it all starts with the web app opening up. And then after that, everything opens up with the New Zealand time zone, the early access for the PC, the early access for Xbox there at that time zone, and then PlayStation getting on midnight your time. It's going to go crazy, and today's the first day of it, man. I'm super excited. I hope you guys are as well. We're going to be continuing covering everything happening with the web app and FC26. If you guys enjoyed this video, once again, drop a thumbs up on it, comment down below if you have any questions, and subscribe if you're new, and I will see you on FC26 today.